Good morning, my friends. Welcome to today's reading. Getting ourselves all situated here. January is sneaking up on us, isn't it? And today we are having a sneak peek using the cats, leaping into the unknown. 2025 is here practically. And what is it that the universe has for you? Now, of course, we're not going to get 100% of the story with, good morning, you guys, with only one card. Or if you'd like to have me draw several cards for you, go ahead and hit the super chat. I'm happy to do that. And I am en fuego, on fire with the idea of scripting, just really feeling the intensity of how practical the tool is when you are wanting change. And so I have been creating some materials that are making my goosebumps have goosebumps. And I'm really eager to share what I'm learning with you. So you can plan on that as we open up the new year, because we are wanting to break patterns. We want to find the things that are holding us back from our highest good. Thank you, Anne. First out of the box, we want to be able to find the pattern, befriend the pattern, and then change the pattern, right? Many of us have self sabotage that's built into our systems because of how our lives have gone so far. And it's no harm, no foul. It's not something to be feared or upset about. It's just a matter of accepting what life is about. Okay, so Anne has had a few readings, and I know a little bit about her. And one thing I know is that she has a cat, and the cat found her. The cat came into her life is not necessarily a cuddle bunny, but isn't it true that cats are amazing spiritual teachers? And they are excellent manifestors. I know, Roxy, your cat is a guru to you also, isn't she? Okay, so let's jump in. Anne, taking a sneak peek into January, what do we have? Well, well, well. Hey, Roxy, thank you. I receive your donation to the channel. Thank you so much. You'll be next. So, Anne, looking into 2025, Spirit is wanting to whisper the word comfort to you. Hmm. I feel, even though I don't know you as well as I might, I do feel in your energy that you offering comfort to others is easy, that you are like a port in the storm for your friends and family. And there's something about your personality, your sense of humor, your ability to be yourself no matter what. It makes people feel comfortable. So I'm wondering, have you ever thought that that might make some people jealous of you? Let's take a look here and draw some cards. Oh my goodness, they're spitting out. I always love when the cards spit out of the deck for me. At a girl, and the idea of receiving, such an important concept for you going forward. Now, those of you who are visiting, welcome. I'm Catherine. This is Pattern Breaker Tarot. And what we're doing here with these readings is that I do offer personal readings when people are gifting me with a super chat. But don't be surprised if you don't feel resonance with these messages. And for that, I can thank you, Anne, for bringing your energy here so that others can glean from this important message. I also love when I'm able to comfort and uplift people. It's why I'm here. It's so fun for me to watch how these cards come out to support. And I receive strength every reading. And so, for you today, this Ace of Cups, there's a flow of new loving experiences coming ahead for you, Anne. Isn't that cool? So, in 2025, there's going to be a flow of loving experiences. If it's a soulmate you're wanting, this is a wonderful energy, isn't it? But what I'm aware of here, let me get my crystal pointer here. There's one, two, three, four, five different streams that are rising out of your core and refilling your cup. So this is kind of a self-realization, something about love, giving and receiving is in a real cycle of upliftment. Okay. And I'm grateful for you because with all that you've seen and done over the last 5 to 10 years, things are coming into like a culmination or a finish line that's not truly a finish line, but it's a sense of true achievement where questions are being answered. You have carried burdens, haven't you, my friend? You've carried burdens for others. And it's put your own needs to the back burner. When I look at this home here, which to me just suggests security, love, and fulfillment, that your ability to get there has been compromised because of the people you support. Even when you're at work at the curling club, you do what pops into my head, Anne, is like when there's a grocery store scene and the loudspeaker comes on and says, clean up in aisle 3. And I feel like that problem solving ability that you have, it's fulfilling. And I think when you start to carry some burdens for others, it feels natural because you're a good problem solver. But for 2025, this idea of choosing to comfort yourself first, that you are your own best friend and that you are your companion. I know you know that living up north where you do in the cold burr. You guys, if you don't know, Anne does have a baby YouTube channel, and she has started to put on some videos of what it's like to live in a snowy climate and burr, but very fun. So you want to take a look at it because look what we have here. With this Nine of Pentacles, this is often called the baby empress because this is someone who really is soul satisfied and soul satisfied with being single. Yes, self love, absolutely. So, the Nine of Pentacles, what it's showing me that as you go forward in 2025, universe is going to be questioning you. What is it you really want? Are you content being the queen of your world? Having your pentacles in order, both your relationships and your finances, and thriving in singlehood, it could be. And that you, as this loving energy is erupting in your life through 2025, that it'll be through your relationships, friendships, and career. So the question for you will be, is there someone? Is it in your heart of hearts? Is it in your truest desires to have someone that you deserve and who deserves you? I think that the progress through 2025 is going to be very fun for you, and I can't wait to hear about it. Okay, let me get my divine doors. I want to use the divine doors for a third deck. If you guys, anybody watching, if you would like me to draw cards for you personally, just drop a super chat and I'm happy to do it. The divine doors here are one of my favorite little mini decks, and they're gorgeous, gorgeous doors. What door? Hey, Melissa, thank you, darling. Happy to read cards for you, my friend. Okay, so what is the divine door for our friend Anne today? And I'm so excited. I know we're going to be speaking soon. I can't wait to hear how this reading resonates with you. Oh my gosh, this door grabbed my attention. Look at the light. And interesting, the sun just dropped in right at this moment. Wow, I got goosebumps. Let's see what it says. Forgive and forget. A ritual cleansing of pain and lies. Arise and awaken. See a new sunrise. And the promise is sincere. And I believe it's completely connected to this overflow of new love. Tapping, I know you love, and tapping is going to continue to move obstacles out of your way that you don't even know are holding you back. Your resilient spirit will be magnificently magnified through this next year. What a thrill. I'm so tickled. Thank you for being here, Anne. Thank you for being part of my mission. We want to break patterns, don't we, when it comes to what the universe has for us. Okay, next, Roxy. Those of you who are just visiting today, thank you for checking me out. I appreciate that. Today, we are doing just a little sneak peek into. I'm just going to block the sun so that I can continue to see the cards. But we're doing a sneak peek into January. What is it that you can expect? What are the themes of the year? Okay. Um, Oh, Roxy, I love that. Roxy says she's been listening to herself first, and I've been also listening to White Feather Tarot. So, White Feather is my personal mentor. She doesn't know it. I mean, I do support her channel and I write her comments, but that woman, her magic is sincere. So, if you want to watch a really fun reading, check out White Feather. And so, Roxy is doing a little tarot shopping today. What messages are there for her? So, my friend Roxy, let's see. Fullness. Interesting. Fullness. I love how the colors go with the background. All of this pink, which for you, Roxy, I know that love is the item that you're hoping for this season, right? And that you have actually felt. I know, Roxy, because we do speak, and I'm so grateful Roxy is a supporter of my channel. She was the very first supporter of my channel. Thank you for that. And so, what I'm seeing, yes, isn't it gorgeous? This is a cat of full satisfaction, right? When a cat rolls over and lays in its on its back, it is demonstrating complete trust, right? When any animal lays on its back, it demonstrates complete satisfaction. Okay. A lot of times gratitude is trickier than satisfaction. So I'm feeling this sense of fullness. And yes, because Roxy, I know that you've been getting in the habit of gratitude, but I want to focus on the element of satisfaction here. Let's see what our clarity cards are. For those of you who are new here, welcome. I'm Catherine. This is Pattern Breaker Tarot. I used to be Fish Out of Water Tarot. And then I decided for 2025, I really want to get serious. Look what popped out, Roxy. How do you like that? That's why I love the jumpers. There's no accidents here. Everything is at purpose. Okay, there we have our other cards popped out. They didn't get away from me. Okay, so we have that Ace of Cups, and that's the same card that came up for Anne, right? Isn't that something in the same position? So this does seem that the theme so far in today's peek into January is all about love. So if you also are looking for love, tune in because even as I explained earlier, even though this message is for Roxy, it's also for anyone who who needs to have a bit of a peek into what's coming in 2025. And we have the Two of Pentacles, and we have the Moon. No, 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 Eight of Pentacles. I mean, excuse me, I'm so sorry. My mind is all over the place here. Eight of Wands. Wow. Okay, so excuse me, let me sip my tea. I don't want to get too excited and talk fast. Okay, Roxy. I feel there's the universe is definitely wanting you to know that you are in the right place, that your sense that things are shifting quickly is happening for you. Janice, oh, I haven't seen you for a while, my friend. Welcome. Okay, so the universe hears your prayers, okay, Roxy? Now, I know a secret that you told me. I'm not going to tell everybody, but something happened recently that gives this to you in spades, right? That because of an action you took, a part of you has deeply relaxed. Can you feel that, Roxy? Because of what you were able to do, even though you may not have connected it to finding love, the fact is that holding that secret for all these years was draining you. Imagine if you had a styrofoam cup, okay, and a yellow pencil. And imagine that you are filling that cup at your kitchen sink. At the same time, you're poking holes in the cup with the yellow pencil. Yes, you can keep the cup filled, but it's continually drained. And so there's no question that you have an opportunity right now to make some choices for yourself. And the new love you're seeking, it's not just soulmate love. There are 5 streams of love pouring into this cup. Okay. I believe that your family dynamic is going to change in tangible ways in 2025. And I do believe that your soulmate who is looking for you, did you ever think about that? That there is a person wanting to manifest you. However, if you don't truly believe you are lovable enough, that's like your love magnet being too low, where your love magnetism is covered by life's junk, right? And so as your love magnet gets energized, you begin to draw into your life better career options, better friendships, and yes, romantic love. You will always have this choice. This Two of Pentacles to me always reminds me of lightheartedness and being able to find levity and humor on your path. This little cat is not worried. The cat is not at all concerned about anything. So, can you walk into 2025 with that mission? That when you have a chance to feel sorry for yourself or get into any kind of victim energy, that you make that choice. Now, for you, Roxy, all you have to do is pull up the memory of the of your I don't want to. I don't want to give your story out to everybody because it's not for everybody. But you know that that step you took last week changed everything. And in your energy field is a deep feeling of joy and satisfaction about what you did. True? Excellent. So, what you need to do is whenever you get a thought in your mind, like, when is it going to happen? When is it going to happen? You're looking out there going, where is it? Where is it? You want to snag that energy back and be able to say, universe, you know what? I trust you with the timing. It worked with my family member. What I wanted so deeply happened so easily. So make that choice, Roxy. When you're in between, oh, I want it right now. Where's it coming from? Go back to the feeling of satisfaction. And as you go through your daily life, use the word satisfied. I'm so satisfied with this reading today. Go ahead, you can say it. I'm so satisfied with my breakfast. I'm so satisfied petting my cat. I'm so satisfied taking a walk. Whatever it is, it really doesn't matter. Your self proclamation of being satisfied is going to change everything for you. All right. So I wonder where this reading falls in the hit parade. I know that you listened to a couple of other readers, and isn't it interesting how there's a thread between all of them, right? So, okay, let's pick from a divine door for 2025 for you, Roxy. And then we have Janice. Aw, Roxy, I love that. Thank you, darling. I'm so satisfied when I'm doing these readings. This is it's I wish I could explain the feeling that I have in my body allowing these cards to show themselves to us and that I'm grateful and satisfied with the gift that I have to tell stories that are meaningful to you guys. Okay, let's take a peek. And we have Jude's song. Wait a second, let's look at it again. I didn't mean to rush the art. So these doors are open. These doors are open, and there's something, there's dark in the forefront, what's coming ahead. Jude's song, a reminder for even the most hopeless of lost cases, you can find peace within the strangest of places. Roxy, isn't that awesome? I feel like as you go forward in your search for love, it's going to be a surprise. There will be a story that whatever it is that has been holding you back from love all these years, you're going to be joyfully sharing stories with details that nobody could have guessed. Okay. So, girl, keep making that choice. Choose satisfaction at all times. Okay. So, going forward here, I just want to make sure, I just want to go back and make sure I'm not missing anybody here. Melissa, oh, Melissa, you're next. I'm sorry, darling. And then comes Janice. You guys are so generous today as finishing out my 2025. Isn't that something, Roxy, when you get that confirmation? And Janice, I love that. I am satisfied waking up in the morning. I'm satisfied with the blanket that's on my bed. I'm satisfied with the weather today. The weather in Tennessee is in the 50s and 60s instead of the 30s. So I'm definitely satisfied with a gentle winter so far. Okay, Melissa, thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate you and your gift to my channel. Let's see, Melissa, when it comes to 2025, what's your sneak peek? Flexibility. So the first thing that I wonder, Melissa, is have you been getting some inner guidance about yoga? Are you a yogini? Or are you someone who knows that yoga would be good for you and you just don't take time to do it? I would. Oh, thank you, Roxy. And I'm satisfied with your participation. So, Melissa, have you been getting some inner guidance about body movement? Is it something that is important to you? Flexibility. That's the one thing about cats, right? They are so flexible. It's like their spine is made out of spaghetti. They can wiggle themselves into the most interesting positions, and also the fact that cats land on their feet. Oh, okay. So I have been turned on to a couple of yoga ideas. One of them is yoga in a chair. And so I know that if you use the YouTube search and search for some yoga for your exact back issue, that there are ways to work with it. But I do feel like this need to be flexible is a big message for you, Melissa. So let's draw our out. What am I thinking? There's uh, Melissa, you know what? I'm oopsie. I'm getting some information and what I'm going to encourage you to do, Melissa, is do email me because I have a couple of resources around the back and I don't want to take the time to put them here right now. But if you'd like to just touch base with me, here's my email address. And I'd love to be able to help you, especially with flexibility and body movement. So, okay, so let's see, what else do we have here? So we have the Ace of Pentacles, nice. And here's your other cards. Hold on. Oh, Melissa, we all are going to be jealous of your cards. Mind you, if you're just visiting me, this is Catherine, and this is Pattern Breaker Tarot. And don't be surprised if you have resonance with somebody else's reading. It's very common because we do all birds of a feather flock together, and it's a real thing. Also, oopsie. Also, I do want to mention I do a service for you guys, my channel members, where I read your energy, your love magnetism. Okay. Your love magnetism. You're born with full magnetism, but life kind of gets in the way. We can get feeling doubt and we feel insecurity about what our future is. And so, as love magnetism gets suppressed, you often will attract the opposite of what you're looking for. Okay. And nobody should have to go through that. So I do love magnet readings for absolutely no charge. All you do is send me an email. I explain how to get booked, and we'll spend 15 or 20 minutes, maybe a little longer, on the phone and talk about how your manifestations are being impacted by love magnetism. So if you are curious, email me. Meanwhile, Melissa, let's get to you. So there, the universe is calling you to stretch out of your comfort zone. Okay. So lesson number one, 2025 sneak peek, step out of your comfort zone. Okay. So it's a lucky year. So 2 and 5 added together is 7. 7 is a very lucky number. So I feel like, Melissa, this is like a, how do I see it? Well, here, it's like a gateway. Like if we look at this bush right here, that's like a gateway, and you're going forward into something new and exciting for the new year. However, notice that this pentacle is so big, it doesn't want to go through the arch. It's too big. So this flexibility, what I feel like for you is look for a different option. Notice that if that cat turned the coin sideways, it would go right through. So there's something in the way you're thinking about your goals or what it is you want to manifest. You've got a good idea that what you're wanting certainly looks achievable, but you're going about it in a difficult way. Make sense, Melissa? Over here, again, we're having a repetition of love through these readings. And I did pick my pink mat to do the readings today because a lot of people come through the holidays. And if they're dissatisfied with any relationships, it's like this ache, like the New Year's resolution energy, but the idea of creating something new in 2025. So this page of cups, this kitty is so hopeful. Look at that. She's looking at this cup, and there's a fish in the cup. Now we know that cats can consume fish, right? That's part of their diet. But this cat is just fascinated by that fish in the cup, a figment of imagination. So, Melissa, I don't know where you are with your manifesting work or how familiar you are with it, but there's a wonderful book written by a woman named Pam Grout, and the book is called E Squared. Okay. Any of you guys who want to have fun learning about manifesting, E Squared is absolutely the book I would recommend. I read it in 2015 and it completely changed my view about what's possible. It's 9 energy experiments, very practical, and it'll give you some agency to be able to see, is it possible that by changing how you think about what's going on in your life, that your life changes? Absolutely. I'm living it out every day. Okay. There's a way of looking at life with less angst and less worry. And that's what will really serve you. Okay, Melissa? The Wheel of Fortune, it's a lucky, lucky card. What it is it's a reminder that there are cycles. Things go down, things come up, things go down, and things come up. And so, as you are able to be at peace with the fact that not everything works out, if you're able to let go of your disappointments and heartbreaks, there's something really exciting coming for you. Okay. E squared. That's what you're wanting to take a look at, right? Also, do email me if you want to have a love magnet reading, Melissa. It's super easy. We're on the phone or WhatsApp, depending where in the world you are. And I can help you understand what is this block here that won't let you get through that gateway to a bright future. All right. Beautiful cards today. Do you guys enjoy the cat decks? I love cats. I don't have a cat right now. I have Murphy. And aw, Melissa, oh gosh, my heart goes out to you. And this would explain that. Thank you for sharing that the fact that your son was lost because it's, I would imagine, next to impossible for you to think of going forward, right? Next to impossible. And it doesn't feel lucky, but the fact is that achieving peace with what has happened, you are able to move on in gentle ways. I am a hospice volunteer, and I also worked, hey, Rhoda, I also worked at the pet cemetery in San Diego and I ran a grief group. So if there's anything I can do to support you, Melissa, I'm here for you. Okay. Shoot me an email. Let's talk. Okay. Here is your divine door. Okay. In your divine door, bless this space. Your sacred space holds the soul to bear. Palo Santo or sage will clear the air. Do you use Palo Santo or sage in your living space, Melissa? I think that the universe is calling you to that because, in a way, it's like you have placed your life in. I feel hesitant to say this. Let me take a breath. Oh. The ancients believed that when you lit Palo Santo, and I'm going to do some right now, that when you lit Palo Santo or sage, that the smoke that is released as the offering is lit takes our prayer requests and our needs to spirit. So, on your behalf, Melissa, I'm just going to light the Palo Santo because, in a way, it's as if you are in the tomb with your son. And he wouldn't want that for you. He would want you to be able to step back out into the light. There is yeah, do email me because I know there's a resource. I think it's called Life Reentry. So if you want to Google that, Life Reentry, and it's written by a beautiful young woman who lost her husband when she was real young. And she created, I believe it's a book and a program, but she's very wise. Life Reentry. Okay. Everybody send love to Melissa, please. You guys, anybody who's watching, just hit the heart, send some emojis to bless our friend because these holidays can be vicious, right? Good grief. Flexibility, though, stretch your limits. These readings will be time stamped, and so you certainly can come back and watch the reading again, Melissa. Okay, all right, let's go forward here. And now we have Janice. Janice, welcome. I haven't seen you for a while. Let's see what we can do here. What's your sneak peek into 2025, Janice? And as I recall, I don't know you very well. I know you've commented and you've had a couple of readings, but I do know that love is part of what you're wanting too, right? And we are having kind of a theme on love. And here we have family. Okay, family. The very first word that comes up for me, Janice, is connection. Okay, connection. And there's somebody in your family, and my Janice, there's somebody in your family who wants to reconnect. Okay, I don't know who this is, but somebody in your family has felt a little out of sorts. You just feel like the fish out of water feeling. Remember, I used to be fish out of water. And now we're wanting to break patterns that are separating us from love. And so as I look at this card, this cat over here looks the most comfortable to me. I love how expressive cats are. This cat looks like a deer in the headlights. And this little cat over there that looks like a dog. That is a dog. Okay, for sure. It's like a little chihuahua. So this talk about fish out of water. This is completely fish out of water. So there's one, this might be you, Janice, over there. And you are pretty sure of who you are in the family, and you feel comfortable within your own skin to a certain amount. But these others, what do they represent? What is going on? Oh, all in the pride. Oh, so I feel like some family members have been a little bit prideful, a little bit not knowing. Oh, yes, they don't know. Okay, have you ever heard the saying, Janice, when you paint yourself into a corner? So I feel like there's family members here that have made some choices that have not been all that great. There's some choices that they've made that have caused the family some pain. And at this point, probably just because it's the holidays and people are just more mindful of what they wish they had. So I believe that there are people in your life right now, Janice, family or friends that miss you. They miss being connected with you, that they see you as their son. They see you as a bright, shiny person that always brings a feeling of well-being. And that's what you're wanting. I mean, you would like to be connected to people who understand what it's like to be in well-being. Okay. So look at all the flowers in the garden here. And notice this cat has her eyes closed. So there is no trying, there's no worry. These flowers are all blooming as they are, each one different. Flowers don't argue with one another in the garden to see who is the best flower. They just live as what they're created to be. Somebody in your family is ready for a big change. I look at this tree and I notice that the bottom of the tree is frozen. It's ice. The top of the tree is thawed, and there's new growth happening. So excuse me, I need to grab a sip of my tea. Now, whenever my throat gets a little scratchy, that is my indicator that somebody needs to speak their truth with love. It's a throat chakra issue. So let me take a sip. Pride has definitely been in the way, hasn't it, Janice? And this person froze themselves out on a limb. They separated themselves because they thought they were right. And in a way, they probably were. For them, they're in a place where feeling separate has felt safe for them. I'm just working on a program right now. I'm creating a program on family estrangement. And it's so interesting to see that when somebody is estranged in the family, there is a positive side. For whatever reason that they felt safest outside the family circle, it's not our business. The divine is creating for us a way to allow them to grow into their own um, life call. It's hard to imagine that it's okay with the divine for families to be separated, but you can't argue with the fact that families are separated. This Knight of Cups over here is showing an unusual transport, that this cat is riding on the back of the tortoise. to get somewhere. So the fact that this is a slow process, right? If a cat were to run up to you, they would come quickly. But because they're riding on this tortoise, they are slowed down. So I'm seeing that this person, I'm sensing this dog energy. God love it. Because it's like, how did I get born into this family of cats? They have never felt 100% confident. But at this point of their life, they definitely are missing the connection. And even though they don't know how to create the family energy because they separated themselves, the fact is their heart is willing. Okay. So, Janice, whoever this person or these people might be, a good affirmation to use is this one. Even though I don't know how, my family's coming together now. Even though I don't know how, my family is reconnecting now. Saying words like that uses what we call the law of assumption, where we're assuming that the energy is changing. Because when your family member reaches out to you in an email or a text, you can then say, for real, even though I don't know how, I'm getting more connection now. Even though I don't know how, pride is falling apart right now. We all have to find a way to allow different sorts of humans into our experience. Does a dog like hanging out with cats? Sure, if they're raised with them. But a lot of other dogs have no tolerance for cats and they never feel like they fit. Do you know why your person has as much angst as they do? Nope. You may never know. But the reality is that if in your heart you desire connection, you will be drawn to the exact right material, the exact right mindset, and the exact right readings that you need to make progress. Now, Janice, remember, I do offer a free of charge love magnet reading, and this could be ideal for you. What is your love magnetism right now? And is it strong enough to draw together what you're hoping for in 2025? Okay, here's my email address. Don't hesitate to reach out. Okay, so let's see what your divine door is. I love using the divine door for these readings. It's one of my favorite little miniature decks. Let me show you what it looks like. Very sweet, Andrew and Gracia. Thank you, Andrew. All right, let's see what your divine door is. You are welcome, Janice. Okay, here's your divine door. And when it appeared, it was upside down, which cracks me up because I think your person, Janice, is kind of a contrarian, somebody who enjoys conflict. I have a few of those in my family too. Let's take a look at it the right way. Isn't it beautiful? It's a beautiful door, but doors are meant to be open. Let's see what your message is. Morning memory. Its healing gift runs a destined course. The morning dawn, our inspired source. Meditate under the sun. Meditation is a wonderful tool. It's helped me so much. And I do use an app. It's called Waking Up, and I can give it to you for free. So if anybody who's hearing this, you want to just explore meditation, see how it might help you, just shoot me an email and I'll explain how you can receive it for free. Okay. For you, Janice, what I'm seeing is it's important for you to start your day with gratitude. Okay. So when you get up in the morning, can you look around your life and find 5 things you're grateful for? This habit of gratitude can be a tremendous help for you. Also, there's another book by my wonderful friend and author, Pam Grout. She wrote a book called Thank and Grow Rich, not Think and Grow Rich, but Thank and Grow Rich. And me personally, she actually interviewed me to be part of her book because I started using gratitude as a daily practice in 2015, 2016, and my life has not been the same since. Okay, so Thank and Grow Rich, fantastic book, teaches you how to leverage gratitude into what it is you're wanting to manifest. Okay, so all this time, my goodness, you guys have been filling my time with your beautiful requests. But now this one is for the collective. So if you just stopped by my channel, welcome. I'm Catherine, and this is Pattern Breaker Tarot. We are looking for patterns to acknowledge and then to break and then to build patterns that will get us what it is that we're wanting. Okay, most people that come to me are looking for love or money. So you may find that you fit right in. And vanity, it's all about me. Meow. Vanity. Okay, my dear friends, let's see. What is the message here today? What can you expect in 2025 when it comes to love and money? Interesting that I felt that going in, that one of these cats is love and the other one is money. And they're nose to nose. Let's see. Oh, very interesting. This cat is making its second appearance here. Okay. What is it for my dear viewer? What is the wisdom here? Oh, okay. So, somebody who's watching today, you know what? It's been a little bit of a struggle, hasn't it, lately? That your life definitely is not where you want it to be. Take a breath. There's been some conflict that's been keeping you from focusing on what's possible for you. When I look at the two cats, they're intently staring at one another. But in the background is this gold. The gold is the color of abundance in the tarot deck. So these two cats are distracted and staring at one another rather than teaming up and going into an abundant future. So, what's going on here? When does vanity need to take a back seat to the highest good? It looks to me like when 2025 is approaching, for the month of January, investigate in your own mind what it is that you really want. What is it? What's ahead that you're frustrated about it hasn't shown up? This Six of Cups here, where we have the mother cat making sure that this baby cat has some sustenance. This is all about reminiscing to times of childhood. Many times when things aren't working out, we just wish there was someone we could go to the way we did when they were a little kid. Sometimes it was a grandmother, sometimes it was a mom or a dad, sometimes it was nature. It was very true for me. I was raised in a lot of chaos, and peace was found in trees. I climbed trees, and I would take a book up there, and I would perch up in the trees and read. And I felt safe up in a tree. So there's some energy I'm feeling here that you have a pattern that's keeping you stuck because where you are right now, it's like you can't get back to where you once were, where you felt hope and peace and that you mattered. A reconnection. You know how the electric cars right now, the Tesla and others like it that have to plug in? That's kind of what I'm sensing. It's like you need to plug in, but you don't know where to find the charging station. You have been going through it. That as you have seen many disappointments, many betrayals, many life accidents where things happen that aren't fair. This has got you stuck in a loop of wanting to scream to the universe, what about me? What about me? Have you forgotten? And so for 2025, It's a time for you to allow yourself to gently thaw, gently begin to release some of these disappointments. Life can be very difficult. We can't go backwards. We can't, it's not possible, right? We only can go forward. And there is something new for you coming in 2025 because life goes up and down and up and down. You can't get away from that. I'm reminded of an image that I thought of years ago when you feel like the universe is bringing you to something new, but it's just scary because you don't know what's going to happen next. Imagine a black parking lot, right? A black tarred parking lot in the middle of the summer when it's 90 degrees out and you need to get to the other side of the parking lot. There, your car is way over there and you're way over here. And for some reason, you don't have shoes and you don't care really. You're like, well, there's my car. I'm just going to run over to it. But you run across that black, hot parking lot barefooted. About halfway through, you're like, what have I done? This hurts. Your feet are burning. You don't want to turn around and go back because you have to get to your car. And you know that going forward is going to be painful, but there's a destination. That's very much what this is like for you, finishing 2024, that you're midway through what has been a tough journey, but your gut, your heart is thawing out. And you are being promised a fresh start. This Ace of Wands is a powerful card. It's a card of magic. It's a card of grabbing what worked in your past, letting you break the patterns of self doubt and even being cruel to your own self, and trust that the process of life is going to draw you forward. Where does vanity fit into this picture? Because honestly, if I could be real with you, self pity is a form of vanity. Being a victim is a form of vanity because it's putting yourself and your pain as the star of your life right now. So when we disempower vanity and we attract healthier thought patterns about what's possible, you will find the power that has been missing. This is tough, and my heart goes out to you. I can really feel that sense of hopelessness. Like, Catherine, I hear you telling this story, but you have no idea what I faced. I get it. I do get that I don't get it completely, which is why I depend on the cards to help create the story. But if you are a person who has just a glimmering of hope left and you really wonder how you can maximize, do reach out to me. I do those little mini love magnet readings at no charge. I'm happy to talk to you about what's going on and to give you some advice. Okay. You're not in this alone. You are deeply loved. There's no accident you're on this call today. Okay, let's pull out one of the divine doors, and here it is. It's a beautiful door with the mail slot. I love that. I feel like the mail slot is works for this message because you're getting a private message. You know who you are. Hi, Shar. Welcome. And here is your message. By your own command, you brought yourself here. At this moment in life, you have nothing to fear. My dear friend, if 2024 has been filled with misfortune, take this to heart. There is a new door opening for you. At the very least, a message coming through your email box that will lift you up. Your time is now. Look forward to this new year. Okay, my friend? And so let's move on here. We have time for another. So thank you so much, Shar. Thank you for everyone that's visiting me today. I'm Catherine, and this is Pattern Breaker Tarot. We used to be fish out of water, And now we are pattern breaking, finding the ideas, the mindsets, and the habits that are keeping you back from what it is that you're truly wanting to manifest. Okay, so let's pull a card for the collective. In 2025, oops, sorry. What is our sneak peek for January? Nice. Very nice. Yes, you know what? Shar, one time many years ago, I did Reiki 1 and Reiki 2 training in one weekend. And I remember when I did that, one of my spiritual friends said, "You're doing that in one weekend?" And I said, "Well, sure, it saves time." Little did I realize I was sick as a dog the next week following that training, and they call it the spiritual flu. It's something that I don't know that regular medicine would recognize, but when you do have a spiritual awakening, the body has to adjust itself. I do believe that we are spiritual beings having a human experience, and our bodies are stuck in the patterns of our past. I'm sure I use tapping for my medicine and I teach tapping. I also teach scripting because being able to create a script for what it is we're desiring is an amazing tool. And so, between tapping and scripting, there are things you can do to help your body along. So, prosperity, have it all. What a great card for all of us for January. So we're like, okay, let's see here. What is it that? Hang on a second. I have to look at this card more carefully. Okay. This little kitty is dancing for joy, right? Prosperity, have it all. What is it saying to us? Now, certainly somebody could win the lottery. I know the lottery is really big in the US right now. So, certainly January could be that type of year where you have a sudden influx, a windfall financially that might change your life. And I wouldn't be surprised at all if some of you listening have that kind of thing happen. But what is it that the universe wants for us? Ah, very interesting. This is like the opposite energy. Oh, and that cat so joyful, and this cat so mournful. So right away, we have a conflict in our energy. Interesting. If you're enjoying these readings, go ahead and hit the like button, would you guys? Oops. Just brings the energy together and it creates a stronger reading because I can feel and pulse with your energy when you do hit that like button. Why? I don't know. It just happens. Okay. Okay. Hi, Eric. Welcome. Let's see. It's been 2 weeks. Wow. Yes. Okay, that's so cool. So, Shar, if you want a love magnet reading might be perfect for you. That's where I spend 15 or 20 minutes and give you a sense of your vibe and what it is you have in terms of self-confidence and how strong you are internally to attract what it is you're needing for the aha. So for sure, email me if that is something that you would like to do. But let's take a look at this because this is very conflicting energy here. Very conflicting because we have painful energy with these two fives. So, those of you who are watching right now, you really do need a financial breakthrough. I feel like there's somebody watching right now who absolutely needs a financial breakthrough and they need it right away. And then when they see a message of this silly cat acting all silly with prosperity, it almost makes you mad because you're like, look, you have no idea what I'm going through. And I definitely need to have a change in my finances going forward. So I want to acknowledge that you're here. I'm grateful that you are here to hear this message. This is real much like when we were talking with this last one about um, having victim energy. I'm just going to call it like it is. A lot of people carry victim energy. They don't even realize it because it feels strangely comforting. Blaming someone else for your current situation feels good. It just does. Because if they did the thing to you, that whatever was that thing that hurt you, they fired you. I got fired one time, and I got let go from a position. It broke my heart. It broke my heart. It was it was such a long time ago. I'm embarrassed. Well, no, I'm 72, so I can't deny my age. But this was a job that I had when I was in my 30s, and it was so right for me, and I loved it, and it got taken away from me, and it was other people's fault. It was undeniable. It was done to me. And so for a long time, I carried poor me energy. It's like poor little me. Okay. Poor little me. And I was kind of right because they were mean to me. Other things happened in my life that were not fair. And I did spend more than a decade, I'm sorry to say, feeling sorry for myself. So this is really a hard energy to face if you have that going on. All right. Because there's an inner struggle inside of your own self is a struggle of self-acceptance and what's the word? Hang on. Advocacy. It's like being able to advocate for yourself what's fair but still being tied up in being victimized. And believe me, people have had terrible things done unto them that wasn't their fault. Now, hang on a second. Don't go running away from this reading yet, because here we have the strength card. And the strength card is all about learning the lessons that were here. I know that can be annoying when people say, "Can you see there's a gift in this?" and you want to slap them. Back in 17 years ago, I had a cancer diagnosis that was very unexpected, and I am here today. So where's some wood? I'm glad I'm still here, trust me. But people would say that to me, "Can you see this is a gift?" And I said, "Hell no." But it was a shortcut for me. It was a shortcut. It was like, I need to find out some things about life, and I'm not letting anything come to stop me. So, in my work, to be able to overcome that monster that cancer is, to create a life for myself. So, here I am, all these years later, sharing with you how and what prosperity is. Because prosperity really starts with attitude. It starts with gratitude because no matter what your pocketbook or your wallet has in it, it has nothing to do with being grateful for things. Start with the air that you breathe. When you take a breath, you don't have to ask permission. The breath is always given. Okay. So learning what true prosperity is going to help you. I mentioned a book a moment ago that's called Think and Grow Rich. It's by Pam Grout, and she tells it like it is. Gratitude changes everything. And as you switch your inner machine, that's constant speaking to yourself about how unfair life is and how everyone else has it, when you stop that pattern and begin to incorporate true prosperity, you have ears that hear, you have a roof over your head. Even if you're living in your car, you have a car roof over your head. Okay. Gratitude is a guarantee. Does it guarantee more coins are going to be in your pocket? Could be. You might find some money while you're walking outside. You may get an unexpected check in the mail. That's happened to me. I once received $500 from the insurance company and they said to me, "This is a settlement that we have been meaning to get to you and we didn't." My first gut was I was going to send it back because I thought, "What are they doing?" And I thought, no, 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 they sent it to me. And not only that, I had that same year, this was in 2015. Yeah, my car note company sent me a Christmas card that said, "You do not have to pay your car note this month. We're just going to tack it on at the end with no charge to you." Are you kidding? Have you ever had that happen? You just don't know what gets unlocked when gratitude is in the mix. Okay, my friends? This is such a great message and a great sense of hopefulness and of just stretching yourself. We had that card before with stretch yourself. What was it? The flexibility card. Remember, we had flexibility, stretch yourself outside of your comfort zone and trust that gratitude will give you what you're needing on your way to prosperity. Okay, let me look at our beautiful Divine Doors deck and see for you, my friends. There's no accident that you're watching my reading today. Please hit the subscribe button. Come back and visit me again. Let's break patterns together in 2025. Okay. So here, let's see. This is our door. I love that. You're welcome, Anne. Oh, I'm so glad you guys hung out this whole time. So this to me is a sunset, right? It's just that color of sunset. And what it strikes me is that we sunset our victim energy. I love how they use that. If a program is being sunsetted, it means it's disappearing. Okay, we're going to put an end to victim energy. Just try it for the month of January and see how it works. And your blessing, silent skill. I challenge you to unpack your mind. In meditation's grace, the soul can unwind. Breathe in, breathe out. Let go of doubt. This is the perfect card, you guys. Don't you love the cards? Come on. Silent skill. I challenge you to unpack your mind. In meditation's grace, the soul can unwind. Breathe in, breathe out. Let go of doubt. You will not get where you want to go holding on to anything like poor me energy. Okay, my friends. So go forth and prosper. Have an absolutely beautiful rest of your day. And I will be with you again real soon on a live reading. And I can't wait to meet more of you later. Have a blessed day and enjoy. Bye now.